Hi, chat. Welcome back to Chat Orbit.
I'm Sammie,
And I'm Sonya. And
and
welcome
welcome
to
to
Reddit
Reddit
on
on Tuesday.
Tuesdays. So today we are reading Am I the A-hole post. So do you want to start off?
I can start.
Okay.
Am I the a-hole for telling my wife my mother is correct and she needed to be a parent today and she effed it up? It doesn't give many details.
That does not give any details.
And I guess we gotta read. I am waiting in the airport and I need to know if I effed up or not. This week, my daughter, she is in middle school, lost a classmate. God dang. Oh,
Oh,
that's crazy.
this is already off to a bad start.
Oh. My daughter has not taken it well, and overall, this is her first experience with someone she knows dying. The whole class was excused from school today, and the funeral is happening right now. I unfortunately could not be there. I tried to, but my PTO was denied, and we cannot lose this job. That also doesn't present very well.
Yeah.
I flew out of Wednesday night and I am coming back now. Our daughter is a mess. She was friends with the girl that passed away. The plan was for my wife, she is unemployed at the moment, to take her to the funeral/mass and just be there. Okay? My wife is more spiritual than the average person and hates all things with the dead, funerals, viewings, and so on. This one is only a mass funeral, no viewing. She believes in ghosts and will avoid funerals like the plague. We discussed it on Wednesday, and she said she would take our kid and then go to the gravesite. Okay, so
Okay.
it seems pretty simple. She agreed to go. So I don't know how we could mess this up.
Yeah.
I got a call from my daughter sobbing that she wasn't going to the funeral. My wife was refusing to take her. When I got her to answer my call, she told me she can't do it and she is scared to go. I called up my mom and asked her to pick up my daughter and take her to the funeral. My mom left work and took her. They are there now. I got a call from my wife after with her crying because my mom tore her a new one. The gist was my mom called her a bad parent and that it is so effed up that she couldn't take our kid into to the funeral of a classmate. She wants me to make my mom apologize, and I told her my mom was right. Yeah,
Now, she shouldn't have said she's a bad parent, but
I think that
is that it though? Is that it?
no, hold on. There's more.
Okay.
That this was something that our daughter needed, and she effed up. That she wasn't acting like a parent because of her fear of the dead. All she needed to do was stay through the mass. We got into a huge phone call argument, and she is calling me a huge dick. My mom is apparently getting texts also, and I told her not to let our daughter know that we are fighting, and if she could look after her for the day. She agreed. And that's all.
No, she's definitely in the wrong here. The wife is.
Yeah, I actually don't think it was too harsh to call her a bad parent because, like, in that moment, your child's feelings and their emotions supersedes your own fear. It should not affect the way that you go about parenting. And I'm not spiritual necessarily, but I do believe ghosts exist. It never impeded me from being able to go out and, taking care of my child and taking care of their emotional needs. And if you knew that it was going to be such a difficult thing, it probably should have been more like talking to the mom first.
Yeah.
So that none of this even needed to happen. Because I'm pretty sure it was even more emotionally distressful for the child after that.
I wouldn't say she was a bad parent necessarily, but she's definitely in the wrong. Because you said you would take her, and now you're going back on your word.
Is that
and
not
not
a
only
bad
that,
parental move?
but I feel like that doesn't make her a bad parent. I feel like it was a bad choice.
But it's a bad parental move.
It's a bad move. It's definitely a bad move.
I'm not a mom, so I wouldn't know, but
yeah, I wouldn't say it makes her a bad parent though.
I think it is a bad move to do, and it could really affect a child. For like, what happens if somebody closer to the family dies?
Yeah,
Like that's the daughter's, like,
Aunt,
experience with,
uncle, grandparents.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's her experience with like the dead already, that her mom would not be able to handle the emotional
Yeah, I feel like
aspects of
she
it.
should have put her own things to the side.
And that's probably something she just needs to work on, just personally. But I feel like if you knew that, you shouldn't have promised something that you knew personally you
You
could not
can't
deliver
do.
on.
But also, you should have put your stuff to the side
Yeah.
because this is her first instance of loss and grief,
Yep.
and she's obviously not handling it well either.
Yeah.
What are the comments on that?
Um, Top comment is, not the a-hole. Your wife let her own feelings get in the way of her daughter's. As a parent, she needs to get used to doing things that might make her uncomfortable for the sake of her child's mental health and well-being. Your wife let your daughter down today, and your daughter isn't going to forget that her mother wasn't there for her. They both need therapy. Your daughter, because of losing a friend at her age, is absolutely traumatizing, and your wife, because her fear of death/ghosts led her to traumatizing your daughter even further.
That's a good
I
take.
think I think that's a really good take.
Yeah,
Therapy definitely needed. Therapy
definitely.
absolutely needed in this case. Um Bottom line is, death makes most people uncomfortable. That doesn't excuse you from doing the quote unquote right things. Life is full of uncomfortable things that have to be mastered or overcome, like calling and making appointments for things, interviews, doing taxes, filing out applications, and paperwork. I feel like it's downplaying the, not to say that she was in the right, but death is a completely different thing. It's a completely
Yeah,
different sphere than making an appointment. Like, making
yeah.
a doctor's appointment is nowhere near as
Scary
scary, and
as
not to say that your
someone dying.
anxiety, not to say your anxiety is a negative thing that can't be overcome, but like, thinking about it, like, death has so many emotional attachments to it.
Yeah,
And at the end of the day, a doctor's appointment is just the anxiety of like actually making the appointment, not the feelings that go behind making a
going.
doctor's appointment. Like, death is like completely different. You are acknowledging that this person you cared about is no longer with you.
Yeah,
It's a lot more complicated than that.
yeah.
But
There's a lot of
obviously,
complexities to it.
she needs to work through it, and there's grief counseling for a reason. But I also think it might not just be a grief thing.
Yeah,
We don't know where, like, what it stems from, so maybe going to therapy and finding where it comes from, like what is the reason that it makes it so scary.
yeah.
Because she said she believes in ghosts, so there's a lot of other aspects to it. Was there somebody close to her that passed away that made it difficult for her to accept death or to tolerate it in this circumstance? But yeah,
Yeah.
most of the comments are on their side. I don't really see anything. There's this one comment by Fajo a whining. Truly spiritual people respect and understand death and the dead, and the role of ritual in both helping a spirit pass and comforting the living. OP's wife is immature, paranoid, and selfish, not spiritual. I don't agree with the later half. I don't necessarily think it came from a spot of selfishness as much as it came from fear.
Yeah.
Was it selfish to not take the daughter? I think
Yes.
in regards, yeah. There are aspects to it that were selfish, but I don't believe that she was selfish in its entirety. I think it was a self imposed thing, but I don't think she was selfish.
Yeah.
And I do agree that spiritual people respect and understand dead. That's something that spiritual people do understand, they accept, they respect. Because it's not just the dead person is gone. It's also helping people that are living accept that and move through that.
Yes. No,
But
you're
yeah,
right.
a lot of these comments are more heavily to not the a-hole. I would lean also not the a-hole.
Yeah, me too. Not the asshole.
Yep. Your
Okay.
turn?
My turn. Okay. So, am I the a-hole for telling someone else's kid to stop being disrespectful? So, I was in public and this kid was acting rude and disrespectful to the people around him. I'm not talking about normal kid behavior or being loud. I mean, outright disrespectful, obnoxious behavior that was affecting other people. I told him calmly that he needed to stop and that the way he was acting and was disrespectful. I did not yell, threaten him, touch him, or try to parent him. I just said something because apparently none of the adults with him were going to. The parent got upset and basically acted like I had no right to say anything because it was not my kid. I get that nobody wants a stranger overstepping, but I also think there's a difference between trying to parent someone else's child and just calling out bad behavior when it's affecting everyone around them. To me, basic public decency still matters. Am I the a-hole?
Do we get a description of what was
It
obnoxious
it
behavior?
it doesn't say. So
Because
it
that's
says
really what dictates
so
it.
there's an edit. So for
Okay.
more context, this happened in a store. Kid was probably around 10 or 11 and was loudly mocking an older employee who was just trying to do his job.
Oh yeah.
He kept talking over him, saying, "What are you going to do about it?"
Oh
and knocked
yeah.
over a small
Oh
display with
yeah,
his
that is
hand.
really bad.
The employee looked uncomfortable. The parent was right there and did nothing. I said calmly but firmly, "Hey, cut it out. That's disrespectful. Pick it up." The kid stopped, but the parent got mad at me and said I had no business speaking to their child.
Oh no, yeah.
So with that context, yeah,
Definitely not good
the
behavior. Not good behavior,
yeah.
not acceptable in any regard. And I feel like
That made a big difference because at first
at first I was like, you should not be just
don't just be a Karen about it.
Yeah, don't just be you can't do this like twin. But also like I think that commenting on other people's parenting is iffy.
Yeah.
Do I think this person is in the wrong? Absolutely not. If a kid is harassing a child like an employee, that person is just doing their job. You should teach your kids to respect service workers. The other day, complete side tangent. I was at work, right? Mm-hmm. And this kid like started like doing this, like going back and forth, trying to like step in my path while I'm working. And it irritated me, but you can't say anything because you're working. And this kid, like his parent was like, or not his, her parent was laughing. He thought it was funny.
What?
He thought it was funny to like go and like be in my way while I'm like picking items and stuff. So like I completely understand not going and necessarily getting into you're not a parent. You're not that kid's parent. So tell them off. But also like how bad was the telling off?
Yeah.
That's really it for me. How bad was it? Were you like they obviously weren't yelling, but like what exactly was said? If that was exactly what's said, I think it's completely justifiable. And I don't know why the parent wasn't. That feels embarrassing.
I'd be embarrassed if my kid was misbehaving in public like that. Talking about some, what are you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do about it, Grandpa? Like that feels really embarrassing.
Yeah, and that's just plain rude.
Like, and also, I feel like so many people are just too comfortable letting their kids do whatever.
Yeah, I feel like that too. Like people are just too comfortable on the internet now. Okay, so your story now. Go ahead.
Am I the a-hole for telling my daughter I am disgusted by her telling her ex she has been taking their kid to his family side?
Oh, this sounds like it's gonna be messy.
Throwaway account. My daughter and Ryan, her ex, are 26 now. When they were 18, my daughter got pregnant. They got an apartment together and started to raise their little family. They never got married, but Ryan's family pressured them to do it often. Multiple times I heard them say, those two need to stop living in sin. Oh no.
Oh, so they're religious.
Probably.
Right out the gate, they're religious.
Definitely. The issue was a year ago when Ryan was caught cheating and he is gay.
Oh.
Oh no.
So he was cheating with a man. The tea.
The tea. The breakup was extremely messy, and in the end, the custody was 50-50. Ryan's family is really religious. Yeah,
We gathered
we gathered
that.
that. And when it came out, they were breaking up. They were pissed, and when they learned Ryan was gay, they disowned him.
Oh.
I was at my daughter's place helping her move out when I heard Ryan's mother call him a I can't say that word.
Oh.
Faggot.
No,
Of
we I heard that F. I was like, oh,
Yeah, I'm not gonna say
we're
that.
not gonna say that.
So his family is a really are really crappy people. After he was disowned for some reason, they thought he would give them access to their grandbaby. Why would they think that?
What? You disown your son because he's gay and called him the F slur. That's that's definitely off to a great start to meet your grandkid.
Or continue a relationship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, he basically told them to shove it, as he should.
As he should.
I know about this because they contacted me once to let them see the kid while I was babysitting. I told them no. Good job, OP. 50-50 has been a bit rough for my daughter. It has been hard for her not to have her kid for major events. Example, Ryan had custody of the grandbaby during Easter, but he agreed to let my daughter have him that day so they can celebrate with my side of the family. My daughter was over to pick up some stuff and she showed me pictures of her latest weekend trip. In the picture, there was Ryan's mom and his two siblings. Oh no. I asked what this was about, and she told me she has been taking the kid to see them for a few months now. I asked if Ryan knew. I thought they got back in contact, and she told me no. I told her that it was a horrible thing to do, that they are bigots and disown their kid. She got defensive, and it turned into an argument. She defended them taking her kids around homophobes, and I told her I was disgusted by what she was doing. I informed Ryan. He thanked me, and now my daughter is super pissed. Ryan apparently is refusing to be more lenient anymore with custody, so more getting the kid on her wait, so more getting the kid on not her day, even if my daughter wants them for some event. Basically, um, he's not willing to be lenient with days, whereas he was before, like how Easter
Okay, that makes sense.
for like Easter.
Phrasing was a
Yeah,
little off.
a little off
okay.
at the end, but that's the end.
Okay. Yeah, no. OP's not the
Yeah, OP did the right thing.
Yeah.
To go about going behind your ex partner's back and, telling them, letting your I guess not in laws, but ex's family involved with the kid. That's
After he got disowned.
Yeah, that's weird. That's not good.
The betrayal.
Biggest betrayal.
Because they disowned him, but they still want access to his kid. You can't have it both ways. You either accept him or you don't, and that means accepting all of him. And if they can't accept him because he's into men, which
he's gay.
In the big 2026, come on now. We're still homophobes in the great 2026.
Not only that, but like the fact is that because they're around the child, because they're around the grandbaby, they're probably going to start
pushing those ideals.
Yeah, like those homophobic beliefs and look that super big religious ideology, which I believe like it's completely up to the family, really.
Yeah.
But also like let the kid choose what he wants to do with his life.
Yeah.
I think the cheating was bad.
He's in the wrong for sure.
But that should not dictate their parenting, which I feel like in some regards it might be almost like revenge, like, like vengeance in a way. Like she's like involving his family because like she might feel betrayed. I feel like in some regards that might be part of it.
I could definitely see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Do I think that's entirely it? No, but I definitely don't think that those grandparents should be involved in the picture at all, and OP was completely in the right, and even more in the right to go tell this the father.
Yeah.
As they should.
Yeah, no. Oh, the daughter was definitely
yeah,
wrong.
Definitely the a-hole.
Yeah.
Top comment is doing stuff like this, stuff like that behind someone's back is not okay, even if the family weren't homophobic. You did the right thing, which I stand by. Even if they weren't homophobic, even if they weren't, like, they disowned their son for being gay, that makes it bad. But if the father was like, I just don't want my parents involved at all outside of that for any reason, I feel like completely,
Yeah, OP would still be in
yeah,
the right.
completely in his right, because she shouldn't be allowed to go behind him,
Yeah.
and involve his family if he's explicitly said we're not in contact at all.
Yeah.
Um Another comment is, I kind of wonder if that's the whole reason the mom is taking the kid. Oh, the comment before that was, good thing OP told Ryan immediately. Being around bigots will turn him into one, especially considering that they're mad at him and he will turn him against his kid. I kind of wonder if the whole reason the mom is taking the kid around them is so she can say that she's to preserve the grandparents' relationship, when it has the nice effect of teaching the kid to hate his father in a way that the mother can't be accused of parental alienation.
Yeah.
I feel like that definitely could play a part in it. Do I necessarily think that's definitely it? Not necessarily. I think there's a lot of reasons why she might have done it. I think definitely she probably feels scorned. I think
I can see why.
I can
he
also,
did cheat, but that doesn't
has
excuse
no
going behind
excuse.
his back.
I also think that maybe part of it is like the grandparents are like, oh, we don't have we want a close relationship with our grandbaby. Maybe there's like some financial like thing with it. Maybe it's just that the values that the grandparents hold are similar values that the mom holds, or that OP's daughter holds.
Yeah.
It could be,
it's a possibility,
literally anything, and I'm just curious why, you know. Another one is, I'm generally a big fan of mind your own business, but in this case, your daughter not only stepped out of bounds with Ryan, but why would she want her kid around such awful people? Not the a-hole. Yeah, sentiments completely valid. Like, why would you want your kids surrounded by somebody like that, people like that, that would disown their own flesh and blood? I mean, there's reasons to disown your own flesh and blood, but being gay is not one of them.
I get where you're coming from.
Completely disgusting. Anyways, that's it for this one. Your turn.
My turn. Okay. Let's find a good one.
Let's find a good one.
Let's see this one.
I thought you already found a good one.
I didn't find a good one.
Okay.
I don't look. I just pick whatever sounds good. Am I the a-hole for telling my roommate her boyfriend shouldn't be allowed to invite his friends to our apartment?
Why is the boyfriend inviting his friends to your apartment?
You've never had friends over to your place?
It's the boyfriend isn't living there, is he? Well, I guess we'll find out.
Oh wait, hold on. It's her roommate. So, am I the a-hole for telling my roommate her boyfriend? So it's her roommate's.
It's her roommate's boyfriend. Okay, it's not your boyfriend.
At first, I thought it said her boyfriend.
No, it's not OP's boyfriend. No. It's the roommate's boyfriend.
No, wait.
Okay. Yeah, that's weird.
Okay, let's get into it then. So I, 23 female, feel like my roommate's boyfriend has slowly just moved in without asking. He's here most nights, leaves stuff in the bathroom, eats our food, and uses my toiletries. Had to clarify it was theirs, huh? At first I tried to ignore it, but then I came home one day and he had his friends over, and I had no idea. I just stood there thinking, why are there random guys in my apartment right now? They also wouldn't leave until midnight, so it's not like I had privacy in our apartment. He also started tagging along to our girls' nights, which already feels off, and he insists on buying me drinks specifically. I'll say I'm fine, and he still brings me one, and I'm just standing there like, why is this happening? So now it feels like he's everywhere, at home, when I go out, and I can't really avoid him. I told my roommate I'm not comfortable and that it feels like I have a third roommate I didn't agree to. She said I'm overreacting since it's her place too. Now things are awkward and I feel like I'm the bad guy.
Okay.
So, let's unpack.
There's a lot.
There's a
lot. First of all, let's start with the drinks, actually. I want to start with there. Is OP's roommate's boyfriend getting drinks for the roommate too? Or just for OP? Because that's weird if it's just for OP. But it's still weird even if it's for the roommate and OP. Especially if you're like, oh, it's fine.
Unless you're like, drinks are on me tonight, guys.
Yeah. Drinks are on me, that's fine.
Why are you talking about? I'll buy you a drink too.
But like, even if drinks were on me, OP was like, I'm good. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Which makes it still very weird.
Talk about boundaries.
Boundary violator over here.
No, real.
But then get to the whole, he's using your toiletries? What?
Like, is he using your soap and stuff? Like,
is he using
your body wash?
Is he using your toilet paper? What is he using?
Yeah.
It's still bad no matter what it is, but it's a question of what's the extent? And why?
What's the extent? Is he using stuff and not replacing it? Like, is he using your toothpaste and he used the last of it?
That's crazy. Is he using your toothbrush? Is he using your toothbrush and mouthwash and spitting it back in there? That's gross.
That was.
Have you seen that video of somebody doing that?
No.
They're like, you reuse it. You just put it in your mouth and then you spit it back in the bottle. That was really gross. Yeah, you're
disgusting. Yeah. There's more in the bottle for a reason.
Yeah, you don't need to reduce, reuse,
what kind
recycle
of
that.
Cheapskates, TLC's cheapskates is this?
No idea. My question is the roommate not, like, why is the roommate not communicating any of these details? Like, if the boyfriend is gonna bring friends over, where is the roommate? Is the roommate there, or is it just the boyfriend and friends? Because it's different if it's the boyfriend and the roommate.
Yeah.
If they're all together, okay, maybe, but also you should definitely be like,
asking, hey, can we have some people over tonight?
Yeah, you're not just inviting nobody over, like, come on, guys, come on in. It's like VIP pass over here. Like, no, you should be checking in with your roommate to see if this is cool. But if the boyfriend is doing it, just boyfriend, no roommate involved, dude, why is he here?
That's even weirder.
That's really weird. That should be like a get out of my house kind of thing.
Yeah.
And also,
it doesn't seem like the roommate really cares either way, because the roommate's just like, you're overreacting. Bestie boo. He's in my house eating my groceries.
He's eating my snacks, not even replacing it. He's a couch potato, using up all my good air.
Using all my good air. But he's not contributing, but he basically lives there.
Rent free. Like,
that's a
major. Get him on the rent, get him in on the lease and make him pay rent, or he can only stay a few nights. Yeah. A few nights. I'd say 3 at max. And also, it needs to be communicated beforehand.
Yeah.
Which it should be no matter what. Any person, any guest should be like warning you beforehand if they want to, stay over.
Yeah.
It should be like hey, I have to go. I need to stay the night, or my boyfriend's gonna stay over the night, or my friend's gonna stay over. Is that cool? Is this not the right night? Cause like, I don't know, how old is OP? 23?
23. So they're like college age.
They're like college age. What if like OP is studying for some? Not to say that, or what if they just like had a late night at work or something like that? You don't know.
You don't want people in your house at night after you've come home from work or school.
It's some random people too. Random people, because it's boyfriend's friends. You don't know these people.
Just a bunch of strangers in your house
until midnight.
Until midnight.
That's crazy.
That's mad disrespectful.
That's crazy.
People want to go to bed.
That's crazy. You're inviting yourself over. Inviting yourself over is crazy.
And then inviting your friends on top of that.
And also, like, you're already like eting all of this boyfriend is already eating OP's like all their snacks and stuff.
Eating the groceries up.
You didn't put in on this.
Yeah.
Where's the food?
We're just assuming.
I don't think he's put.
But I could
because
definitely see that.
Wouldn't
If he's staying most nights,
wouldn't OP say, "Oh yeah, he bought his own groceries," because it's like, or like he's buying part of the groceries, because it's like eating our groceries. So like,
yeah,
it's not like, oh, like he paid and brought in his own groceries or snacks, or like he's eating the roommates. He's like, OP was like, mine, right? My snacks.
yeah.
So you're not paying for those snacks.
Yeah.
Unless you're giving OP money to buy the snacks.
That's just mad.
That's crazy.
Plain rude.
That's crazy. Proper odd. Can we get comments?
Comments. My phone will turn back on. So most people are saying not the a-hole. She's clearly not the a-hole. She's clearly given him a key, and he feels entitled to just invite friends over to an apartment that isn't his. That is not what you signed up for. Guests don't have additional guest privileges. When's your lease up? I'd be looking for a new place ASAP.
Yes.
In the meantime, make sure your bedroom door has a lock and get some security cameras. Blink makes a decent package. Keep the module with the memory card in your room. One camera in your room and one in the common space, so you can know who's in the apartment before you get home. It's not even a question of him not contributing to bills or food. She compromised your safety in your own home.
Yeah, because the friends, like, you don't know those people, and they're like there, and they didn't even say anything. That's crazy. I mean, I think it's still like rent and stuff, like that's a detail that should be included, but also like, yeah, she definitely did compromise OP safety, because it's like your boyfriend's inviting, not even you, your boyfriend is inviting people over. Your roommate's boyfriend is inviting people over. You should not be allowed to do that. Yeah, you don't live there. Yeah. And the whole inviting himself over and like basically living there rent free is still like,
that's a problem too. That's a problem
because that like because bills like increase when like
more people are using it up.
So like he's flushing the toilet, so that's more water. He's using the shower. He's using OP's toiletries. And also, it's a lesser point, but the whole including yourself on girls' nights is also really weird. Really weird.
That's a problem.
That's a problem, because first of all, I'm assuming because they're not going on girls' nights, OP and the roommate, they're like gotta be at least kind of friends.
Yeah.
Like, because girls' nights implies like a couple of times, you know, like it's not like a one-time thing or like a 1 month thing. It's a problem enough that OP's noted it. Why is your boyfriend coming to girls' nights? It's not girls' nights plus boyfriends. It's girls' night.
Yeah. No men allowed. It should just be girls only.
And maybe your gay best friend. But the boy still says, it's like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, no.
What is your problem?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He might be controlling.
That could also be it.
Because inviting yourself to a girls' night as a dude
and paying and like
buying drinks, even when they said we don't.
That's weird. That's really weird.
It almost feels really controlling. Like,
that's about
major creep vibes over here.
Yeah, I think the best thing is probably to just go your separate ways.
Yeah, after your lease is up, move out. Find your own place,
or get with somebody,
get a new roommate.
Yeah, somebody way closer that you know is not gonna let that slide.
Do you know what they say about mixing friends and money?
Oh yeah,
you don't want a room with people you really know.
But no, because
unless you really feel good about them.
No, but because like. Unless you're like, I feel like best friends can work sometimes. But strangers is even worse though.
Yeah.
Would you rather a stranger, your best friend, be somebody that you?
I don't know, because imagine this, you and your best friend, you get a place together.
Me and my best friend.
You don't like how he leaves the seat up. He leaves the toilet seat up.
Yeah, but
it annoys the daylights out of you. You bring it up all the time. He still does it. Think about it like that.
Yeah, but
or he leaves crumbs on the table.
Or he invites himself into my fridge without asking. Yeah,
but like it's a shared fridge. No,
he invites himself to my food.
You have a mini fridge in your room. He invites himself in to eat there.
No, but like I'd be okay with that if he was like, oh yeah, I just took a bottle of water or something like that.
No, get out of my fridge.
I'd be okay with it if he was like warning me about it. He didn't warn me
No,
the last time he went into my fridge, so fair enough. But
no.
like also like, okay, are you cleaning the toilet seat after that? Is he using my toiletries and giving me my toiletries back? Because I feel like a stranger's not doing that.
Yeah, no.
A stranger's not paying you back for that stuff. My best friend would. He would most definitely.
A stranger also wouldn't just go through your room in your fridge. In
That's
your mini
not
fridge.
true. That's not true. You don't know those.
Most of the time, they would not go into your mini
Some
fridge.
people have
and be
no
like,
shame.
Yum, a nice beer for me. Thanks, homie.
We literally just had the last story where, like, your last story where this kid was just knocking stuff down in the grocery store.
Yeah.
That's a stranger that absolutely would go in your fridge and invite themselves to your beer.
Yeah.
That kid.
But not everyone would do that.
Not everyone, but enough that I would be
do
concerned. Enough that I would be like, or they're like taking your meal prep and they're eating it.
Yeah, no.
They're taking your grilled cheese and they're eating a slice.
Yeah, mad disrespectful. Who invites himself to eat someone else's grilled cheese sandwich? Who invites
Who's
himself
putting
to
their grilled cheese sandwiches in the fridge?
Who's doing that for a meal prep? Is an even better question. Who's doing that for a meal prep?
I don't know. Maybe you just want cold cheese and cold tomato soup.
No, yucky.
You get it straight from the can.
I mean, yeah, but still, you want to heat it up.
Are you
Besides,
heating it?
The bread is not going to be good anymore.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be soggy.
It's gonna be yucky.
Did you see Gordon Ramsay's his grilled cheese?
No.
You should look up his grilled cheese.
I'll do that later.
It was really funny. It was not the cheese. You know, grilled cheese, like the whole thing is the cheese pull, right?
Yeah.
His did not pull.
Oh.
His did not pull.
It didn't.
No, it was just very, very still cheese.
Oh.
It was raw.
It's effing raw. Alright, well, thank you guys for coming back to chat for a bit, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.